Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Sunday service. Thank you so much for coming in. Just confirm that you can hear me before we start. Sheena, nice to see you, Sheena. I see one of my mods is there on the chat. Welcome, Sheena. Tight Travel, the Green Army is also here. Let me bring up, I'm coming up shortly. I just need to set up a few things. Right. Island Sisters are also here. Just need to add Karen up in a bit. Karen, are you ready? Let me know. You can let me know on the private chat, and then I can bring you up. Okay, so now I'm going to just set up, sorry about the echo in a bit. Let me set up a few things. Thank you so much, Marlon. Marlon confirms you're loud and clear. Hilda Wawira, nice to see you. Congratulations on your live stream. Tight Travel, how you doing? Are the ladies still bothering you? Let me just keep it quiet. Indaya Mulembe, nice to see you. Sassy Global Concepts, welcome to the live stream. Belinda Melvin, how you doing, my amazing sister? Thank you so much for coming in. I see Marlon is there also helping me out. Alisa Adventures, welcome, Alisa. Alisa is also my amazing channel member. Thank you so much, Alisa. Nice to see you. I knew Alisa will be here. I knew Alisa will be here. Anything that involves travel, Alisa has to come in. Welcome, 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 welcome. I see Tri Vlogs Unlimited. Welcome, Tri Vlogs Unlimited. First time I'm seeing you on my live stream. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. Where are you from? Ria's Blissful Connections. Welcome. Nice to see you. Thank you so much to everybody joining in. I'll be with you shortly. My co-host is here. Walter Sauce is there. Welcome, Walter Sauce. Nice to see you. Sanskaman, Namaste. Happy, happy Sunday all the way there in India. And I think that is everyone. Phew. I'm up to date. I'm up to date on the charts until they start increasing before I put them in slow mode. Carlos is Carlos. Nice to see you. How you doing, Carlos? Welcome, welcome, welcome. My co-host is here. I'm just waiting for them to give me a signal and then I can bring them back up. Simply Dudu. Welcome. Tamika Davis is in the house. Tamika Davis, we were talking about Tamika Davis the other day at Mother and Daughter Duo about how Tamika Davis is just so supportive. The day Tamika Davis becomes a content creator, we will definitely make sure she gets 1,000 subscribers in one day. Patricia JK, welcome. Nice to see you. If you don't have Thai Travel Blog, do you have Alisa Adventures in Cruising? Because you want to start cruising at the end of the year. This is your plug. This is your plug to cruise ships and everything. And if you don't have the co-host, guys, please click on the link that is pinned on the top of the chat. Go give them a thumbs up on the other side. I'm bringing them up shortly in the next 1 or 2 minutes. 1 or 2 minutes. Trivlog says, I have seen in some of my friends live Goga. Oh, that's why. Trivlog, let's be friends then. Let's be friends. Because if your friends are my friends, then it means we are supposed to be friends. Because we are literally in the same circle, right? If Yanni, how you doing? How is Germany today? Ami, welcome. How is Jamaica? Let me see. I think I'm up to date on the chat. Kavika is there. Welcome, Kavi, all the way in Georgia. I think I'm up to date. Sassy from Nigeria. Welcome. All these people are coming in. Thank you so much for the love. Happy Sunday from Sheena. If you don't have Sheena Thrifty Sales and wait, Sheena changed the name again. If you don't have Sheena Sales Thrifty Treasures, please connect to Sheena. Okay. Karen is getting ready. I can see you there behind the scenes. When you're ready, just give me a signal and then I will bring you up. And then Kayon or K1. I don't know that you say Kayon or K1. Welcome, K1. Beautiful lady. It was nice interacting with her the other day on Indaya's live stream. It was nice. All right. Okay. I think that's it. Laura. Welcome, Laura. How are you doing? How is the Gulf? Welcome, Laura. Thank you so much for popping in. Let me see. Where is my managing moderator when I need them? I need to slow down the chat with about 5 seconds before it starts overwhelming me. Let me see. I'm just waking up. Sheena says, Sheena does an amazing work there in terms of, we have had Sheena on the live stream before talking to us about how you can transform your YouTube channel into a business. And Sheena is doing a very good job in terms of running her channel as a business. All right, Marlon, thank you so much for helping me out. Let me get my songs going and then we can start the show. Today we are talking about travel and fun. So I just want something bumpy, something nice, something holiday-ish. I think Island Sisters will love this one. So let me see. Something that speaks about the ocean and the sea, something beachy, something festive. That's like it. That's more like it. That's more like it. And then let's see. I think that's okay. The music is set. I need to set the banner and then we can get the show going. I am now from Kenya. I'm half Kenyan. That is Ifeaji. Guys, what do you think about my glasses? I have glasses for all these occasions. Thank you so much for the love. This is all love, guys. This is all love. So thank you so much. Yeah, that music is good. I think we are good now. Yeah, so let me just get Lodio Wilfred, welcome back. Nice to see you, Wilfred. Thank you so much. 23 million people in the house. Have you guys gone to the Island Sisters to give them a thumbs up on the other side? We are multi-streaming. The live stream is also running on the other side. So go there and give them a thumbs up. We actually need to get them to 500 today. Can we make this happen? We need to get them to 500. If you're not connected to the Island Sisters, they're one of the most supportive siblings you can ever meet on YT streets. Go leave them a beautiful comment. Unfortunately, the guest host doesn't have glasses. I see Island Sisters is there with you guys on the chat. Island Sisters is there with you guys on the chat, yet she's still on the panel. Okay, I'm waiting for her to give me a signal and then we can start. Okay, she's giving me a signal. Let me see. Hey, there you are.
Yes.
There you are. Looking all ready. I love your heart and everything. Diane was there a few minutes ago. I don't know that she needs the link.
She's probably in the chat somewhere.
Yeah, Diane was on the chat. I saw her saying hi earlier. So let me see. Um, Hi, host. I see you guys there on the Island Sister side. Thank you so much, guys, for giving them the support. Uh, yeah. Okay, so let's see. I need to like.
Hello,
I need to like.
everyone. Happy Sunday.
Happy
Hope you can
Sunday
all
to
hear
you.
me.
Yes, we can hear you perfect. We can hear you perfect. Can hear you perfect. Island Sisters TV. The half of the Island Sisters TV.
Yes,
The mother
only
and
half of
daughter
the.
duo. Yeah. The mother and daughter duo are here. Welcome, welcome. The mother and daughter duo. Any news? Any news? Any news? Any news? Do I break it? Do I break it? Any news or do we wait? Do I hold my horses? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Do I break it? Do I break it? Do I break it? I'm waiting. I'm itching. Welcome, 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 Island Sisters. Thank you so much for being on time. Are you ready? Do you need a glass of water, or are you good?
Yes, I'm good. I have my tea, not water.
All right, cool. She has her tea. How English? How
Hello,
English? How
Marlon. How are
English?
you?
Like I have my
Let me
tea.
see if
How
I can
English?
get into it. I don't do this
All right.
very often.
Don't worry, don't worry. I got Diane is here as well. Diane is here as well. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, Diane is here. Diane says,
Yes,
hi
my sister
everyone.
is not well.
Yeah, Diane is unwell. Diane is the half
Unfortunately.
of the Island Sisters, so she's indisposed. So we are not able to have her on the panel, but we have Karen up on the panel. So what will happen is that Diane will be handling the silent, the stream, the questions on the chat. And then Karen will also be taking up the same questions. So you guys will be able to have an experience. You guys, I know you love receipts, so I know you are very comfortable with the Diane there with you guys on the chat as well. And then, but it's they are going to represent the channel in their best way possible, and that's why I decided to have them here. So say hi to each other real quick. We have about 2 minutes, and then we can get the show started. So yeah, so connect to people you don't have, say hi to them. If you don't have the Island Sisters, please get out of my live stream, go to their live stream. The live stream is running on the other side as well. You can go watch the live stream from there as well. You can watch it from there as you give them the support. Hit the thumbs up button and give them the support. Gorex Corner, welcome. I was privileged to be on Gorex Corner's live stream yesterday. She was interviewing me yesterday, and we were talking about growth in the digital space. The most amazing interview I've had. I think it's my first interview this year. So Gorex Corner, thank you so much for having me yesterday in your channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then I see Karen, do you know Alisa's adventures in cruising? I'm sure you guys know each other.
I do, yes.
Yeah, I knew it. I saw Alisa and I was like, I know why Alisa is here. I knew Alisa would have to be here. I knew Alisa would have to be here because of this.
Yes,
Hey,
we share some of the same passion.
Of course,
adventure,
of course,
and
of course you do. Lady Posh, nice to see you. Welcome to the live stream. Victoria
Hello,
Mima, how
Lady
you
Posh.
do? Yeah, Lady Posh. Lady Posh has been missing in action, but it's nice to see her back. Guys, have you given Island Sisters a thumbs up? This is like one of their first live streams in a very long time. Like, they rarely do live streams. They rarely, like,
yes, we rarely do live streams.
They rarely do live streams. So please give them that particular support. Chana, welcome. How is Cameroon? Cameroon is in the house. Chana likes making sure that I say hi to her. Welcome, Chana Zai Twists. Like Kavi Kai, like Chana Zai. Okay. So as we get ready, we have 1 more minute and then we start the questions. I know you guys are like, Goga, we need to start. Goga, it's the Sunday service. We are not going anywhere. It's a casual live stream. What's the rush? The guest is relaxed. You have Diane on the chat and you have Karen on the panel. What's the pressure? Juliet Olabinjo, welcome. How is Nigeria? Are you having NEPA problems today? Kenya Power is behaving here today. We always make fun with Juliet because Nigeria has been Nigeria is the gift that keeps giving. And the other day when we didn't have power here in Kenya, she was making fun of me and asking me the same question. So today it's behaving here. Our NEPA is behaving. Our NEPA is behaving. Okay. Tight Travel Blogs is somebody that you guys will want to connect to Island Sisters, because Tight Travel Blogs wants to start traveling at the end of the year. And I think, I don't know where he's going to be going. But I think he'll definitely be one person that, I think you guys can also just think collaboration in the future. All right. So guys, without further ado, I want to start the show. Have you given us a thumbs up? We are waiting for you guys to give us a thumbs up. This live stream is also being streamed on the Island Sisters side. The link is pinned up on top of my chat. Give them support. Can we get them to 500 if possible? While we are here, can we get them to 500? It's a very beautiful channel. You will enjoy it. You will enjoy it. You will enjoy it. You will enjoy it. So make sure you give them that support. Leave them a nice, good comment so that, they will definitely be checking it out, tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, and then they will be able to also give you the support that you need. So make sure you leave them some very beautiful comment based on what you are watching. They're just coming back from holiday. They're going to tell us a lot about that travel, and then we'll be able to, we'll be able to at least ask them questions and engage with them on that particular level. So I will try as much as I can to say that I can catch the chats, and I'll be able to respond accordingly based on what you guys are asking. Mama Fisher, nice to see you. How you doing? Mama Fisher? Mama Fisher, this is us and what we do family. Okay, mother and daughter duo, thank you so much. I will keep quiet until you give me the go ahead, the green light. I think you should be having feedback by tomorrow. Mother and daughter duo, you should be having feedback by tomorrow. All right, so without further ado, let me introduce my guests. One is on the chat, one is on the panel. Island Sisters TV. Thank you so much for honoring this invite. I know we've been planning this for a while, and in between travel, you guys have been busy and stuff, but I'm glad it finally happened. It's unfortunate that one half of you is not feeling well, but I'm glad at least she's able to help us down there on the chat and answer a few questions that, we may not, but I'll be highlighting the comments. So I'll be able to give them a bit of attention as well, so that you're able to see any questions that you have been asked. But thank you so much for agreeing for us to do this. It's been a long time coming, and I'm glad that you are doing it. Welcome to the Goga Sunday service. Yeah. So without my first question, definitely now, just to get us going, is who are the Island Sisters? Who are the Island Sisters? Tell us more about the background, where you grew up, where you are based. Just try to break the ice with this first question here.
Okay, welcome everyone. Thanks for taking your time out of your Sunday and being here with us. Bear with me. This is my first live stream on Goga's channel, and I'm sure some of you are subscribers as well. Okay,
thank you so much. Yeah.
Island Sisters, we're sisters. This is just one half of Island Sisters, because unfortunately my sister is not well, but she's in the chat somewhere there. I think you will see her in the chat as, I think, Diane or something like that.
Yeah, Diane is there on the chat.
Yeah,
Dan, you can type,
sisters.
Yeah, Dan, you can type something real quick so that they can say hi to you on the chat and tell you to get better. They love those kind of things. All right.
Just say hi in the chat. But yeah, we're sisters. I'm the older of the two. And
oh wow, yeah. Wow, you're not twins?
No, we're not twins.
Just checking.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're sisters, originally from Jamaica, born and bred and raised, but we're now living in the UK, both of us.
Oh, nice.
And our channel really is just to... Initially, when we started the channel, really, it was just for our personal reasons. I mean, we're both parents, and we had a pact. It was one of our wish that when our children are adult children's, which they are, we will do things like this, travel and explore and be adventurous, and that's what we do. So the reason for doing it and the channel was like a safe space to save videos. Like we always joke as sisters that we will document the things we do, and then when we get old, God's willing, we can sit and watch them with our children and grandchildren. But here we are now sharing it with the world, because I think we should. But that wasn't how it was initially meant to be. was just to document and keep stuff first, because you can save your photos and your videos and whatever on YouTube. So that's
Mm.
initially what we were doing at first. And then one day I said to my sister, let's just show it. You never know. We might inspire someone one day,
Yeah, I love that.
to go out there, travel. Yeah, I mean, for me and my sister, it's simplicity, really. We
I
like
love
the
that.
simple things in life, and being Jamaicans, raised in Jamaica, we love the outdoors. We're adventurous. We were like that as kids. So we love to be outdoors. We like to be out in nature. It's one of the things that give us the greatest joy, just to be out there, being out in nature. We love to be around water,
I
because
love
growing
that.
up we had river running just below our house. We were that fortunate. So we were always running to the river as kids. We love the water. We love the ocean just the same. And yeah, we just decide that we'll share our simple life with someone.
I
You
like
never know
that.
who it might inspire.
I like that.
I don't think as humans we're meant to be in the same place every day. I think we should move around. We should go out. And it doesn't mean you need to have a lot to do. Simple things like go out in nature, have a walk in the park or
Hmm.
wherever. So we like the great big outdoors. We like to travel, yes. And yeah, it's just one of the things we like to do, pastime.
I love that. I'm very curious because you said you are originally from Jamaica, born, bred, and raised, and Jamaicans are getting excited there on the chat. And Nan Musa, who is also one of my amazing sisters based in the UK, is like, "Oh my God, they're my neighbors. They're my neighbors. They're my neighbors. They're based in the UK." So the people in the UK are also getting excited, like Gorex Corner, Nan Musa, and all these people from the United Kingdom. How long ago did you guys leave Jamaica? And what made you guys leave home, for lack of a better word?
Well, my sister has been here longer than I have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say between the two of us, maybe 3 decades thereabouts, if I'm
Wow.
wrong. Yeah,
Wow.
almost.
Wow. That's
So
long.
I left Jamaica in my early 20s. My sister left in her late teens. Yeah. So
That's
yeah, between the two of us, I think about 3 decades we've been here.
awesome. Wow. You guys left when you're like so young. You're like I mean, you practically like kids and stuff. That was like a long time ago.
Well, we're still young because
Of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. You're still young. I'm just trying to imagine because in your 20s or in your teens, um, you're probably still you're probably still under like a lot of supervision, be it from parents, be it from your guardians and things like that, as compared to when you're like slightly older, maybe, or something like that. So, did you like have to move either because of either parents, or what inspired the move to the United Kingdom?
no, we moved for various reasons.
Okay, it's good to
My
know.
sister came over. She just finished high school, so she came over to study. For me, it was different. I moved over, yes, to pursue tertiary education. I did that too, but at a
Nice.
later point in my life. And I mean, our parents still reside in Jamaica. We still go home frequently.
Yeah.
So it's really just us siblings who are here and grandparents who move over from in the 50s. But yeah, our parents still reside in Jamaica, but they do
Oh, nice.
visit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm laughing at the chat, and the people are like saying, "Yes, we are still young." Even Diane is saying, "We are still young. We're still young. We're still young." Of course, 100%. All right, and I like that. So Jamaica's in the house. These Island Sisters, of course, Island Sisters, and I guess Island comes from what inspired the name Island Sisters. Why not Jamaican Sisters? Why not? I don't know. What inspired
We didn't
Island
want it to
particularly?
be Jamaican sisters and as in like too much in your face. We want Island was meant to be island, as in Island,
Yeah.
but we couldn't get to use that because it was being used. So we
On,
decided to change the S to Z. And island is really to show that we're from the islands, the Caribbean.
of course. And
Yeah,
if
it could have been your Jamaican girls or something like that, but yeah,
yeah,
we didn't want to put the Jamaica there to make it too. You
in
know,
your face.
Jamaicans, we're bossy. We're bossy being Jamaicans.
No,
I didn't
I
want
like
to.
how you
I didn't
say
want to be
in
too
your face.
bossy.
I like how you said in your
So,
face. And if Yanni and Stacy are like, wow, Karen looks like Priscilla. Where's Priscilla? Tell Priscilla to come and because we want to see whether they are related.
in
Everyone say
fact,
that
we
you
have a
look.
sis. We have another sister called Priscilla. You know,
No
we have another
way.
sister. There's three of us. It's in our family, three girls, but we have a younger sister, and
Called
she's
Priscilla?
Priscilla.
What a coincidence. Why is
Yeah.
Priscilla? Priscilla, someone called Priscilla. Someone called Priscilla because they're saying you resemble Priscilla, who is my Kenyan sister currently living in the Gulf. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Is
And
it?
now, yeah, they're saying you resemble Priscilla. So I'm like, I want Priscilla to come on the chat and confirm. So let me get one. Let me get somebody on the chat to get Priscilla. Nan Musa, get me Priscilla. Tell her that she's been summoned. She's been
Yeah,
summoned.
we have a baby
Wow.
sister, Priscilla. That's her pet name.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm curious about give us a picture of the Caribbean where you guys grew up because we have a lot of Jamaican friends, but again, the channel also has a number of people from different parts of the world, and people we've been falling in love with Jamaica because we are getting to like meet a lot of people in Jamaica, and most of them are becoming our friends in this
Yeah,
space.
Jamaica. Jamaica
Yeah.
is the
So
capital
tell.
of the world, Goga. You know that.
Oh, we are back there.
Yeah, Jamaica is the capital of the world.
Yeah. So how was it growing up in Jamaica, and then then you make the transition to the UK, even if it was later on. But just picture for us, because if you say it's almost nearly a decade, that's like a 30-year-old man or woman, and I'm like,
Yeah, growing up in Jamaica, life was awesome. I think we have we had an amazing childhood. I always say I'm a mom of two
yeah,
boys, so I always say to my boys, they have not had a childhood. They have not lived a childhood. And I have done a lot with my boys. But when I look at their childhood compared to mine growing up, it's nothing like my childhood. I always say to people, if I could do one thing in this life,
yeah.
I would love to relive my childhood.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But
So growing up in Jamaica was lovely.
I'm glad to hear that. Dian, if you have any response, let me know. You can just type it on the chat and then I will highlight it because Dian is like listening in on the chat. She's not feeling well. That is the half of the Island Sisters, as Karen said. So Dian, in case there's
sorry, Goga, I can see where my sister is saying here we grew up in the countryside in the most beautiful parish, Portland. So yeah, we're from Portland. Right. We grew up very rural. And I think it's one of the things why we both love adventures and the outdoors. Because those were the things we enjoyed doing as kids. Growing up as kids back home, summertime, we would go to the rivers, we would cook and have a good day out. We'd go to the farm with our parents and have a good day out. So it was always outdoor. And I think that's why we are both so adventurous.
Nice.
It's like even when we do travel and you go on holidays, I am not one for the resort and the beach and that does not make my holiday. I like to go out there and immerse myself into the country and its culture and the people.
Amazing.
And just to be outdoors. I'm not one to sit by the beach and lay by the pool. It's not my kind of thing. and I think that stems from our childhood. We grew up back home, in Portland.
Awesome. Portland. I know someone from Portland, and that is amazing MNG, who I think is also our mutual friend.
Yeah, she's from Portland. Yeah.
Yeah, she's from Portland, and she has a standing invitation that but when I step in Jamaica, I'm going to be her guest in Portland. So I guess I'll be in your hometown one of these days.
If you visit Jamaica and you don't go to Portland, then you haven't been to Jamaica.
Ooh, shots fired. If you're not from that parish, I didn't say it. It is you have to blame Karen. So I didn't say anything. She's the one who said it. Um, she's of course she's rooting for our parish like crazy, and we love it. We love it. We love
Okay,
it. We love it.
we have it's Kayon in the chat, a Jamaican there.
Yeah, it's Ken is amazing as well. She's I saw her on she was on one of our Kenyan YouTubers channel the other day, and it was amazing just interacting with her. Ifeanyi says I was in Port Antonio. Port Antonio? Is that Port Antonio? Yes.
Yes, Port Antonio.
Port Antonio. Yes, I was in Port Antonio. Ifeanyi is a Nigerian who moved to Germany. So he says, but he's been around the world as well. So he was saying that he was in Port Antonio. A good, and these were like very good rural people. He said it in Patois. A good rural people. Them. Okay, that one. And then Alisa says, that's interesting because we think of Jamaica and think beach and ocean.
No,
That is
Alicia, there is much more to Jamaica.
awesome. Good to know. Hey, Tolman, welcome, Tolman. How is Grenada? Tolman is also from Grenada. Port Antonio is the capital of Portland. Thank you so much for that, Marlon. Thank you so much for that clarification. All right, I want to transition now slowly into the content, which is like travel. You say that you guys started, you started your channel as a way of documenting like legacy, so that as you grew older, at least you had a place of reference for some of the adventures that you guys had. But what really triggered, the travel bug? Because we can start a channel to document the legacy, but travel is not what most people do on a like not many people actually have that travel streak in them. I remember I took my first flight in 2013. That was my very first flight, and I was so excited about it because was it 2013? Yeah, I think it was around 2013, just before I left a particular job. My boss was sending me somewhere, and ordinarily I'd been using the road and things like that, but that day my boss decided to book me on a flight because he was going to be late. And he was like, okay, just directed the secretary to put me on a flight so that I can get to the city and get the work done as soon as possible. And I was so excited because it was my first flying experience, and it was just amazing. And I remember after taking that flight, I was like, I need to fly again, but where? And then I was in this forum, and this person said, you can just start by traveling to the neighborhood. Like you can just go to Tanzania, or you can go to Ethiopia just up here. And it wasn't so expensive. And I took a flight to Ethiopia, and I was like, it was the most memorable experience. And then I just kept on traveling, and I kept on traveling. But you can see this is just like slightly 11 years ago. It was like a seed that I experienced, and I had a first experience, and that led to a series of many experiences. So what inspired you guys actually to take up travel? Because not many people actually do travel on a whim or even think of traveling. People are like very comfortable where they are.
Well, I mean, everyone has their own preferences in life and choices.
For sure.
I mean, for us, traveling it's more than just getting up and going somewhere. I mean, you can travel and you don't have to fly.
Yes.
It's you can travel and you don't have to. It's like going out for a walk. It's just moving from where you are to another place or space. Because I don't think we were meant to be in the same place and not live. If I should get up every day and just go to work, go home, stay in the same space, then that's not life. For me, that's not life. That's not living. So for us traveling, it was easy. And we don't see it just for fun. It means so much more to us. It's a way for us to learn as we live, because I think we should be open to learning every day. Traveling does that for us. We travel to escape day-to-day life. As like I said, why should I just get up, go to work, come home, get up, go to work, come home, get the groceries, be the domesticated person. There's much, much more to life than just doing the same thing every day. And for us, it's traveling that's filled that space
Awesome.
because we gain
And
so much from it. Meeting new people,
yeah,
learning about different cultures, countries, people, values, and customs. And like we're adventurous and we like to explore. So
yeah.
that I think that sums up it for us, you know.
I like that because
I mean, when I was
Dian
raising my children, I did the same with them.
yeah.
I traveled a lot with my kids, and the only regret I have was not to document it as much as I think I should have, even though I've documented some. But I wish I had probably was documenting it on YouTube like I'm doing now. You know,
Awesome.
I think we live to create memories, and you just don't create memories by doing the same thing every day.
I love that.
It's
And
one of the only things that we'll take with us when we go. Memories. We're not going to take the house, the car, the job. We're not going to take that. The only thing that goes with us is memories. And I think we all should live and create memories. And it doesn't cost a lot, it doesn't cost anything. It's just making that time
mm,
to create memories.
right.
So,
And yeah, and Dian says we are free. Just Dian is actually echoing what you're just saying. We are free spirited, and we want to enjoy different cultures and meet new people. Traveling allows us to do this. She just actually echoed. Jamaicans from Westmoreland are bragging. They're saying you've not, they're owning their parish more than Portland. So the chat is all about no. Westmoreland is the best parish in Jamaica. So people are just flexing on the chat.
well,
She's not the
As a Jamaican, I've never been to Westmoreland. I don't think I've ever been to Westmoreland. I think it's the only parish I've never been
yeah.
to.
Yeah, so Marlon is like Westmoreland is the best parish, and Mama Fisher also. This is us, and what we do say that yeah,
Okay,
definitely
Marlon, I hear you.
interesting. Okay, Jamaicans, this was the parish derby begins now. The parish derby is on. Welcome, King Bear. Nice to see you, brother. Thank you so much for coming in. Now, nice shades. I know Karen was like, Goga, I need to go buy glasses like yours. Because I was like, I'm interviewing people who love traveling. Let me wear the glasses.
Yeah, I should have gotten my glasses. I don't know how I forget to get my glasses.
Do you have glasses? Do you have like glasses like this? You so that you can show off. Even guys, even
Well,
YouTubers those.
I'll wear the 50+1 for now.
Okay, guys, even YouTubers need glasses. So you know what? Let's carry on. The next thing I
Monday,
want.
Portland is known for rivers. Do better than that, Monday.
So let's see. The next thing I want to ask maybe is about your childhood experiences, you and Dian. And Dian can also answer this because she's down there on the chat. Are there any specific childhood experiences that you guys had growing up in Jamaica that could have also contributed or ignited that passion for not being in one place? You know, I like how you say that you are, as human beings, you are not meant to be in one place. Are there any childhood experiences you guys growing up that could have also contributed to,
No,
that travel?
I think our childhood was really an adventurous one.
Yeah.
And I think you experience adventure through travel. So maybe that's how, because growing up as children, we didn't travel really.
Mm.
You know, when you grow up in a little village or in Jamaica, in Kenya you probably say a village. In Jamaica we say rural areas, so not in cities and towns, but quite rural, quite similar to village you have in Kenya. So we were raised in little villages, and so we didn't go out, didn't travel, but in our village there was a lot for us to explore, and we were always outdoors. I think it's the outdoors way of
Nice.
growing up. Why we like to get up and go out. So
Awesome.
I think that's what triggered the traveling for us as we become older. But like I said earlier, like me and sis, we always say, you know, when our children are adult children and we don't have that responsibility of them,
Yeah.
we will do us, and us is what we're doing now.
I love that. Diane, is there any? Do you want to respond to this similar question? Just I know typing takes long, but you can let me know, and then I will highlight it as well as I move on to the next one. And guys, feel free to ask the island sisters any question you have on the chat. I will highlight it so that they're able to tackle. It's a conversation, so that I don't monopolize my conversation with them. You can also ask, and then I will highlight it. Favorite destinations, Karen. Can you share with us like your favorite travel destination so far, and why does it
My
hold a
favorite
special?
travel destination will always be Jamaica. So,
Of course, of course, of course, of
yes,
course. Is that being
even though we were
politically
born
correct?
and raised there, and to get there now, I still have to travel. So, it is our favorite travel destination and will always be. But so far, like I said, I've done a lot of traveling before I started documenting on YouTube. So favorite travel destination so far. I must say we reside here in the UK, and the UK is an absolute gorgeous island too. I wish people would go out more and enjoy the UK.
Nice.
It is an amazing island. There's everything here: beaches, rivers. But I think you live here, you don't get that beautiful weather 365 days a year. So really, people don't have enough time to explore. But I must say, even though I live here, the UK is amazing. It's not just London. It's not just the big cities. So the UK is lovely, even though I live here too. So Jamaica, number one. The UK is amazing. Outside of the UK, we just got back from Bali. I think Bali was amazing too.
I like that.
I've gone to Dubai. Dubai is out of this world. But like I said, there's places I've gone that I've not documented on YouTube. But because you asked my favorite travel destination, I'm answering that question. So Jamaica, the UK is amazing.
I like that. You have a question.
Bali,
You have a question. You have a question here by Alisa. Alisa is asking you, how long is your flight? Because you said Jamaica is your favorite travel destination. How long is your flight back home?
from UK to home, we're looking at 9 hours.
Wow. Okay.
9 hours from the UK to go back to Jamaica.
Diane, do you agree with these travel destinations, or you have your own perspective? I know you travel together most of the time, but what is your take on this? I forgot to ask, how many countries have you been to? If I was to just ask a random broad question.
Ooh.
Wow, there are that many. There are that many.
To be honest, I have not been counting.
Yeah, that's not like you. You took a moment
But
and I was like,
I've been to every country on the continent except South. I've been to a country on every continent except South America.
no way. No, that's literally everywhere.
Yeah, but I've not been counting really.
Wow. May we catch the travel bag such that we don't count anymore. Like, she took a moment to think about it. Then I realized there's so many. There must be so many countries. There must be so many countries. Okay, let me see if there's any other thing. Mama Fisher wants my glasses. Mama G, leave my glasses alone.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, please hit the thumbs up, guys. I am Mom. Nice to see you. Diane says, Bali has a beautiful culture, very friendly people, and delicious food. I highly recommend.
Marlon, of course.
Just to have a
Let
watch.
me just highlight Marlon here. Marlon, you can wear speedos on the beach in Bali. Not Bali, sorry, Dubai. Marlon is saying I'll never go to Dubai because I can't wear speedos on the beach. Of course you can. No one will stop you from wearing your speedos on the beach, Marlon.
Marlon, really? You want to go to Dubai and the first thing you're thinking of is speedos. Anyway. Receipts. I'm here for receipts, Marlon. I'm here for receipts. Dian says, Dian is talking about Bali. I just highlighted that there on the chat. Wow, Karen, those countries must be so many. Can I give a rough guess? So you say you've been to every part
I've
except
been to a country on every continent except South America. Uh,
wow. Wow. I don't know, guys, we can take a guess. That gives you an idea. That gives you an idea. That gives you an idea of how they've been all over the place. Billionaire, nice to see you. Miss Wendy, I am mom, welcome. Marlon talking about speedos in Dubai and whatnot. Mama Fisher here says the same for us. We only go inside when it's bedtime. We spend most of the time on the outside. I think she's just trying to cement what you were trying to say earlier about how you like being outdoors and just getting things done. Welcome, Angel Kitchen. Nice to see you. If there's any question on the chat that I may have missed, let me see. Let me see that I caught it. I think that's everything. Joyful Julian, nice to see you. Welcome, Joyful Julian, nice to see you. All right. So the next thing I was going to ask, in addition to that, Diane, you have not told us your favorite travel destination. I know. Your sister is the one on the panel, but do you agree home is the favorite travel destination, or you have other, or is it Bali, or is it somewhere in Africa, or is it? Why are you guys not talking about Kenya?
Kenya is on my list next.
Good. You're almost. I think when you come to Kenya, you will not go back home. Let's see. Let me wait. I'm just
I'll
saying.
always go back home to Jamaica. It's no place
No,
like there.
Kenya may become home. You'll feel right at home. You'll be like, am I in Jamaica?
I think I will.
Yeah. Dian says my favorite travel destination is. Wow. Oh, okay. You just say you love to visit Kenya one day. Okay, this is nice. They're coming to my country. I'll be more than happy to meet them. This will be nice. My handprint, nice to see you. Thai travel, if you have any question, Thai travel, you do travel, you want to start traveling, please feel free to ask the questions to the travelers. You have Alisa's Adventures in Cruising, who is also very passionate about traveling. I met the Island Sisters through their UK content when they were exploring the UK and doing all these amazing cruises around the UK. That's when I first connected to them, when the content was mostly documenting their experiences up there in the UK. And I was like, wow, these guys are having the most amazing time. And I didn't even know they were Jamaican until we got into like let me not an argument, but we got into a chest thumping fight on somebody's chat of Kenya versus, no, it was coffee. I think we were fighting over coffee, Jamaican coffee versus Ethiopian coffee or something like that. And it became a whole thing. And that's how I remember. That's how we just instantly connected at that point, because we were like, oh wow, we can be friends. If we can argue over this, it was amazing. And they were like, no, Jamaican coffee is still the best. And they'd like to think that they won the argument, but still, that's a story for another day. It's a story for another day. It's a story for another day. Anyway, let me just delve deeper into the places you have traveled, because you say you've been to different places around the world except South America. But I'm like, if sometimes when we travel to places, we always carry a piece of home pretty much everywhere we go. We always carry a piece of home, to everywhere we go. So if home is Jamaica, when you get to experience travel in Asia, all these continents, up there in Europe and everything, how do you get to, how do you like incorporate elements, especially of home, that is the Jamaican culture, in your travels? And how do you seek out those connections, especially with the Caribbean islands while abroad? Like, you always want to find something that is similar to home when you like move. So in your travels, how has this manifested itself?
There are places that we have been, like, that reminds us so much of home. Bali is one of them. Spain.
Oh, nice.
I find Spain does remind me a lot of home as well when we do move around in Spain, and that could be the Costa del Sol, even Tenerife and those places, you do get a sense of a Jamaican vibe, except for the culture and the food. Those were always the disappointing things. Like I was in Bali and I was like, oh, the outdoors, the nature, everything just feels right and sit right. Like, yeah, I'm home.
Yeah.
But then when you turn around to get something to eat and you think, oh, this is horrible. And I must say, even though Bali is amazing, they don't have the best cuisine in the world. So, and with most of the countries that we've gone to, and it feels and reminds you of home. It's
Yeah.
just, and that's in terms of the outdoors, not just the sunshine. You know, being out there, nature, beaches, and stuff like that, just to give you that Caribbean feel. But then you go out and you want to dig deeper, and then it's not there. Like the food is not there. Spain, you go there, beautiful beaches. Yeah, you can enjoy European food and stuff,
Yeah.
which is not bad. But then you don't get the same with the people.
Imagine.
And then you go to Bali, the nature, the outdoors, the cuisine isn't the best, but then the people are lovely. So, and I mean, I think Jamaica, we have the most amazing people on earth, despite whatever is going on with our country and whatever else. But I think Jamaicans are some of the most amazing people because of how
Awesome.
we are. We just live and see each other as one, and I like that feel when I travel. Like even though I might visit European countries, when you go there, it's not the same. Even though you might enjoy the beaches and you might enjoy the sunshine,
Yeah.
but you don't. The people makes a country. I think so. And you
Isn't it?
don't get that when you go to Europe. You don't get that when you go to maybe Dubai. You don't get that when you go to America or wherever else. But then you go to Jamaica and it's just always love everywhere. You don't have to know people for people to have a conversation, have a laugh, have a banter. You never
Mm.
get that when you're in Europe. You never get that really, that nice, soft, welcoming vibe. Like we're in Bali and everyone says hello. You know, people know how to make a joke or a little laughter from something and nothing. And that's how Jamaicans are, and that's how it is in Jamaica. And I think that's why, like, people just, like I said earlier, Jamaica is the capital of the world. That's how I see my country. We're in Bali, and you go, everyone, where are you from? Oh, Jamaica. And they're shouting off the top of their lungs, oh, Jamaica. And they're welcoming you with either the BC word or Bob Marley or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, we do always, yeah, there are some places you go, you just feel at home.
I like
Feels
that.
like, yeah, I'm in Jamaica. The food, Bali had it. The food, not, the cuisine isn't amazing, but then we have fruits and our jelly coconut and all those stuff which we love. Because not just that we love outdoors and nature, we love natural food and fruits and those stuff. We enjoy those stuff.
I like
And,
that.
and and when you go to places like Bali, you can get fresh fruits and it's just like home. You sit under a jelly coconut tree and you drink a jelly coconut. That was it in Bali. You know, you
Mm.
I couldn't go to Dubai and experience that. I couldn't go to somewhere in Europe and experience that. So yeah, I find for us it's just going out there. We
Take-
never grow up indoors as children. We're always outside and outdoors.
Nice.
And that's what I like from my travels, and the feel of experiencing my culture as well. I shouldn't say culture, experience that feeling of being in a place that feels similar to home. And
Well
so
stated.
far,
Yeah.
where we have felt that in our travels the most is Bali. And what makes it Bali is the people, nature, outdoors,
Mm.
the beaches. It was just not the cuisine, but everything else, I think.
Let me. I just want to like circle back to what you said about. Is
Yeah.
Bali where you guys stayed the longest? I feel like you guys stayed in Bali for like a whole month. Is that
Yeah,
like the place where you?
we were there for a while.
Yeah, you are there. Yeah, you're in Bali for a while because every time your Instagram post, I was just, these guys are still in Bali. These guys are still in Bali. These guys are still in Bali. Yeah, Mama Twins, welcome. Nice to see you. Mario Webster, thank you so much for coming in. Mario is saying that I'm delighted to catch a live stream with Island Sisters because you guys rarely do live streams. So Mario is watching us from your side and saying they're very delighted. Yeah, I like what I like what. Diane is talking about, and KFC Bali was good too. Why did KFC get dragged here? KFC Bali, KFC Bali is good too. I like what Alisa is saying, guys. We need to get some people to 500. If you don't have the Island Sisters and you're enjoying this conversation, the link is pinned up on the top of the chat. Please connect to them. Let's get them to 500. I think they're only like 40 something short to there. And Alisa's Adventures only needs like 22 people to get to 500. Remember, this year is about getting those connections done, taking those flights, and making sure that we make people reach their next milestone. So please, 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 let's get Alisa and let's get the Island Sisters to 500. That is our mission this month. That is our mission this month. So I think you can do it in a week. To be honest, you can do it in a week. Let's help them get to their next milestone because we are here just to support and make sure people tap into their next milestones. I'm going to ask the next, and Dennis Bigfoot, nice to see you. I see my channel member Dennis there on the chat. Thank you so much, Dennis. Nice to see you. I was going to ask the next question, which was really around when you're traveling around the world. And this is going to be a bit sensitive because I need to be very aware of the cultural sensitivities around this question. And this takes me especially to the travel challenges that you may have experienced. Maybe it's going to come up when you talk about your challenges when it comes to traveling. But what has been your experience like, especially traveling as a Black person? Because one of the things that is very clear sometimes, like my first time visiting Europe, it was very strange. It got very strange to me when I realized I'm the only Black person at the airport. I'm the only Black person in the street. Like I could notice, like in some places, I stood out very. I could stand out, and I started feeling some type of way. It is the immigration guys taking an extra time to look at my passport. It's very subtle. It's like them telling me to have a seat as they make calls. It is those subtle experiences. But I was very patient enough, and but deep down it really gets to you in a way. But what does it feel like traveling, especially to other parts of the world as a Black person? And what has your experience been like? And Diane can also weigh in on this on the chat, and anybody else wants to also contribute to this.
That's an interesting question. I think we're as Black people, we're always going to have that challenge, not just in travel, but in our everyday life, especially with us living in these Western worlds and societies. It's a challenge, and we will always have it. Once our skin color doesn't change, we will always have that. But traveling as a Black person,
Okay.
in Europe, sometimes you do, because as much as we're in the UK, and we do move around in Europe, you go to the airport, yeah, you get that extra scrutiny. To be honest, it doesn't bother me. I remember when I went to Dubai the first time, that experience was a bit weird, and it was down to that fact. Yeah, you're black.
Yeah.
You know, the extra questions, the extra scrutiny.
Yes.
And I think I travel with an open eye, expecting it to happen. So it doesn't bother me.
I like that. That's true.
Yeah, we have to, because it's going to happen. So I travel like that, and I move around like that. When we went to Bali the other day,
Yeah.
I didn't experience that, and I've had a lot of questions, especially since I've been back. Like, how was it while you were there? And to be honest, it's one of the only places I've gone
Yeah.
and been black and felt comfortable around the people, safe
Absolutely.
around the people, welcomed around the people. I didn't feel like I was black being there, to be honest. And you know, there are some places you go and you do feel like you're being black. Not because you're the only one there, but you do feel like you're black. In Bali, we
Absolutely.
didn't feel like that. So it's one of the only places except home that I've gone.
Hmm.
Because I've been to Morocco, I've been to Marrakesh, and you do feel like you're black there. In Bali, we didn't. You can see from some of our vlogs, we were mixing with the local people,
Yeah, I saw that. It was nice.
chatting and cooking with them and eating with them. Because we didn't feel black being there. We felt as though we were in Jamaica amongst our own people. That's how Bali felt. And it's one of the only places I've traveled and felt like that. But like I said, I travel expecting to be seen for my skin color. So when it does happen, it doesn't bother me. I'm patient. I don't, and I think for me it's different because I live here in the UK. So we live amongst these people. So I don't feel out of place when
Okay.
I'm
Makes
being hassled or being looked at or being the only black one there. And I think it's because I live and work with it
yeah.
here. So I don't feel like that when I'm actually there. I'm used to being in the workplace and I'm the only black one there.
I like that. So I like
So when
what
I travel, I feel the same. I feel the same. Like, yes, we're the only black ones here. We're on the train. We're the only black ones on the train. It's like, all right, Bali. We were in Singapore too, but I haven't done any of the vlogs for Singapore.
yeah,
And
Singapore.
we spent some time in Singapore before we returned because Bali and Singapore are neighboring. And in Singapore, it was different from Bali. We were the only black ones on the MRT.
Can you
You felt it. We were the only black ones at the here. Well, yeah, when we were coming back at the airport, when we were going, we saw one other black family. And going via Denpasar is fine. Singapore, you do get that because you can feel it. You can feel that different energy before they even start interacting with you, especially when it comes to immigration and stuff like that. You feel
Yes.
it. But like for me, I don't know. I think because, like I said, I know it's there, so it doesn't bother me.
I like that. I like what you said about, okay, Dian says the same thing. In Singapore, there was a lot of people staring. Um, I did have an opportunity to travel to Singapore once, and it was very late in the evening because I needed to connect, and I do know I do know I got a certain look. I don't know that it was them being curious, but yeah, I felt it. I can almost relate to what Karen is saying right now. It was a very distinct feeling. It was a very distinct feeling. Um, yeah, and it was important to ask that question, guys, because this also now takes me to the next question I'm going to ask the island sisters. What are other challenges that you guys have faced in your travel? Because there's a joke that they usually crack, that if you are just about to propose to somebody to marry you and spend the rest of their life with you, take them out, travel with them to a foreign country. It's a true test of character. if
I've
you
never
can
heard that one.
Yeah, there's usually a saying there, like somebody likes saying that, yeah, go with the person you're about to propose to outside the country, and then just if you guys can, if you can go through the stresses of being in a foreign land together, you can weather the storm when you come back home. But it's normally being said as a joke, but travel comes with its fair share of challenges. It may not be all the nice beaches, the amazing experiences. It could be losing your passport. It could be getting arrested. It could be a lot of things. It could be going to a place where you don't feel safe. What has been your experience? What have been some of the challenges that you guys faced, in the course of your travels? Um, that to anybody here who is planning to like start a lifestyle of travel, that they can probably learn from.
I, that is all down to personality, though. I
Mm,
mean, I think, like, for me and my sister, like I always say to people, and I think even my sister, and I think maybe it's our upbringing why we are like the same persons in a
yeah.
sense. Nothing troubles us. Like I always say to people, I could easily go to hell and live with the devil. I wouldn't have a problem. Uh, uh, and it's the same for my sister. It's personality, and it's personality that makes people.
Mm,
For us, it's even if we come up against a challenge, it's not gonna ruin or affect anything.
mm,
And I think we we just live life simply. I don't think life should be hassle and fuss and worry and stress. I mean, when you come up against those things, it's people who create the unnecessaries, and I don't think life should be about the unnecessaries because it's somebody else is creating it, and I don't give people that choice
mm.
to to invade my space to the point where it's gonna bother me. I do not, and I think that's down to our upbringing. We weren't raised with a lot. We didn't grow up and have a lot, and that's how we still live and embrace life. So there's always going to be challenges in life, but we don't let those obstacle and challenges bother us when we travel. If if my flight is delayed and I have to sleep on the floor in the airport,
Mm.
I don't get worked up. I don't get fussed or anything. I just go with the flow. And that's how I've always lived. Not just now that we're exploring and doing stuff and documenting it, but it's just my life. It's my way of life.
I like that.
So no, I don't let the challenges and the rest of it interrupt
Okay.
or play a
Uh,
bigger.
okay. Let me see. If any here is asking you, tell us about your experience getting through Miami International. Believing as a Jamaican, it's one airport you may have to use. That's a question from the chat. Dian, you can also take the question because I know you're there on the chat, keeping an eye. Let me see.
I've never traveled via MIA, so
Okay.
I've not had any experience of using the airport.
All right. Do you think the experience gets easier if you have a companion as compared to traveling alone? Just random question.
I've traveled alone,
Yeah.
and I think it's down to the person again, Goga. Like, I've traveled alone. I've gone on vacation alone. Some people couldn't go on vacation alone, but I've done it, and I
Yeah.
enjoy it. It's down to the individual.
Yeah.
And what their personality is like. For me, I've gone on vacation alone, and my friends would say I couldn't go on a vacation alone, but I love that time alone. I love my time and space. So
Absolutely.
going on a vacation alone is easy for me. It might not be easy for somebody else. Going with friends is the same. It doesn't change it. It doesn't change how I feel being alone or being with friends. I
like
love
it.
my own space and I love my own company.
All right.
As well as I enjoy being around people. So I think it's down to the individual and the personality of that individual.
Well said. David Ant, welcome. David, what did you ask me? David, what did you? David is just coming back from Egypt, and he did a very beautiful.
David was in Egypt.
Yeah, David was in Egypt, so he did. He was doing a live stream today. It was very long, where he was giving us snippets of Egypt. The best. Before we go so far, Karen, let me ask you, what is your opinion on okra? Because that is what David wants to know, nothing else. What is your opinion on okra? Because, and don't be diplomatic. Just say it as it is.
Okra, as in
Okra, yes, okra, the plant.
You know what? When I was growing up as a youngster, I didn't eat okra. I did not like it. I could not take it. I did not eat it. It's only when I became an adult and I start preparing it for myself, then I could actually eat it. As a child, I think it was the most disgusting thing. Slimy, difficult to swallow. But no, I love it. I even put it in juice, smoothies. I think it's an amazing, it's a fruit, right? Because it has seeds. No, it's a lovely fruit.
I'm laughing because this answer, the way I don't know, this answer, David was excited there for a moment, and then even me, I was like, I need to chase this girl. I need to chase this girl off my screen. And then of course,
yeah, when I was growing up, I couldn't eat it. I think it was the most disgusting thing ever. But then, being an adult, that changed.
Anyway,
of course, I love okra now. I'm a Jamaican.
I knew. Even Shina is okra powered. I like okra even raw. There are people who even eat okra raw.
Yeah, it makes nice salad when it's raw.
Wow, David, I won. Even Diane says, I love okra, especially in soup and stews. I won, David. Let it go. I won. Zek Chaser says, I'm in Egypt too. Welcome, Zek. I've never seen you on my live stream. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. Please subscribe. Please connect to my channel and also connect to the guests channel, which is pinned up there. Nice to see you, Zek Chasers. Kumam TV is watching us from Uganda. Welcome, Kumam. Nice to see you. Kumam TV was one of the recipients of the Jason and Gina and Big Chill giveaway gift that I got to support African content creators. So I decided to give him a portion of that win. Everyone, they're like, oh no, I know. Alisa and David, Karen has spoken. It is done. Moving on swiftly. You wanted to know about okra? It has been answered, and I've won. I've won. Karen, do you know what this drama is about? You know the drama around okra in my channel, right?
I have seen it on the live stream.
Okay, yeah, you know the drama around okra clearly.
I try not to
Yeah,
get involved.
because you had but today you've given your Dian said that Dian is also on board with okra, so we are good. The guests are okra powered. David, let it go. I've won. Um, Monarch Smart TV, welcome. Monarch is also watching us from Jamaica. Thank you so much, Monarch Smart TV. Nice to see you. I see somebody's asking for their okra playlist to be done, and I'm like, what is an okra playlist? You people are now a mess. Um, is Priscilla here? Priscilla is there. Priscilla, people are saying that Karen looks like you. And there's a consensus from about 6 people on the live stream that is that Priscilla on the live stream. And then Karen told us that their younger sister is called Priscilla. So you need to see whether your parents either were in Portland at some point, because you may be their little sister and we don't know. So just check, just say it. So welcome, Priscilla. Priscilla is also my amazing sister, guys. We're waiting for Priscilla to come in and we confirm whether they are related. Priscilla, are you related to the island sisters? Just because you also come from an island in Kenya. Are you related? Are you related?
An island in Kenya.
Kenya, yeah, because she's from the coast, Mombasa. When you come to Kenya next year, you guys will be able to. I'm sure you'll go to the coast. So Priscilla comes from Mombasa, the coast. So it's clearly a match. Helen Akoya, welcome. Now, let me ask another question. Don't worry, I'm almost done. I don't want to keep you here for so long. This may be a question that goes into, and Dian can also weigh in on this. In terms of bonding as sisters, and having that sisterly bond. You said something at the beginning of the show that one of the reasons that you said once the kids were all grown up, you guys decided that it is time for you guys to spend time for yourselves as sisters and even bond even deeper through travel. I'm just trying to traveling as siblings. What is that experience like? Especially considering you grew up, and then of course when you had to raise your families, of course now the focus shifts to the kids and the family, and then now you have this moment where the kids are all grown up, and now you guys are able to now see whether you can carve out time to travel. How do you go about it? Because at the end of the day, when adulting is hard. I find it like the moment I turned 30, it is very hard to keep up with certain appointments, especially social engagements and things like that. How do you guys manage to carve out time as sisters to actually travel away from, your comfort zone? How do you get to do that? And how does that strengthen your bond as siblings?
I don't know. I think it's down to priorities now.
Yeah.
I think it's one of priorities at this point. Like if you look at the cycle of life, right? And I mean anything can happen tomorrow.
That's true.
If you look at the cycle of life and how they have said it should be in stages, childhood, then you go on to study, then family, then children grow up, and then you get old and older, and then you disappear off the face of the earth. Childhood, yeah, we had a beautiful childhood growing up. And then my sister had migrated before I did. And then I joined her years after. So, and during the time when she had migrated, we missed that separation.
Yeah.
We missed that time. And then family came after that. She had her family, I had my family. And we basically raise our children together in a sense. Our kids grow up with each other because they're the same age group. And now that they're all grown kids, we don't have that. They're not dependents attached dependence anymore.
Mm.
And where we are at this point in our life now as sisters, and I think, yeah, we have our separate lives too, but we have always said to each other, we would love to do this together. We would love to travel. We'd love to create the memories together. So we make that time for us while we still fall off with our own families as well.
Mm.
But like I said, it's down to priority. It's what's important to you. So I think it's priority. What you find important. We had agreed that we would want to do this together. Like I said, we have a younger sister, and
Mm.
we
Priscilla.
miss that she cannot physically do it with us. But behind the
Mm.
scenes of us documenting, she's always there on video calls and while we are traveling and doing stuff together. She, even though she's not physically present, she's always there exploring via the telephone or other medium.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of what you prioritize in your life, what you want to do with your time and the time you have here. I mean, family is very important.
Mm.
I think it's the only thing we have here, family. So you have to make time for what is important to you while we are here. We're only here for a short while. And that's how I see life every day. We're not here forever.
Yeah.
We're here. Family is the most important thing. We're here to create memories, and that's what we try to do. So I find doing it now again at this stage in our life, because we had a break after childhood to do our
Mm.
personal lives and family, and now we're here again. It's like we're living our childhood again at this point, me and her. So
That's
even though
beautiful.
it's one of bonding, it all those childhood memories come back now when we do stuff. And like I said, we had a beautiful childhood. We never have a lot, but our
Mm.
childhood was amazing.
I
And
love.
yeah, so I think it's what you prioritize in life, is what you want for your life as an individual. And I think that's what we do. We prioritize us, what we want. We always used to sit and talk, me and my sister. Oh,
Mm.
when the kids get big, we're just gonna go out and do stuff and explore. And
Nice.
we have been blessed to be doing it. And that's all I can say. I think we have been blessed to be doing it.
I love that. And Dian also says the same thing. Dian just, let me just highlight the comments. Dian says, just what you just said. When you're passionate about something and enjoy something deeply, you make the time for it. And then she says, at our age, we no longer have responsibilities in terms of caring for children. We now have the time to do things that we could not do before. So, guys, Diane is the half of the Island Sisters TV. So she's there on the chat trying to answer the questions as much as possible. She's not feeling well. She's indisposed. So Diane is taking on the questions on the chat, and then Karen is up with me on the panel. So they're able to shine a light on their travel experiences as the Island Sisters. If you have any
Yeah,
question,
I
please
think
feel
it's one
free
of
to.
those things you sorry, Goga. I just think it's one of it, it's just one of those things. It's what you prioritize in life. Because
Hmm,
I mean, for me, if it's not now, then when?
love that. If not
Like
now.
for me, I look at life in that it's that cycle or stage. And if you want to do the things that you want to do, then
Hmm.
you get up and do the things that you want to do. Oh, here's my friend Marlo. You
Yeah.
both raise brilliant and responsible children, so you are blessed to carry out your dreams to travel. So
Yeah.
she knows exactly. She's a family friend.
Awesome. Um, Let me see. Guys, if you have any, I don't see any question on the chat, so I'll carry. Johnny Small Pepper, nice to see you. How you doing, Cuddles? How you doing, Cuddles? Nice to see you. Cuddles has come to the stream with a lot of force. The only man who types in capital letters. I have never seen this guy type in small case. Like Johnny has just never typed anything in small case. He always uses capital letters. There's one day he said hi to me in small case, and I was
His
like,
keyboard is on cap locks always.
yeah, I don't think I don't think it's a phone thing or is it device. It just never types in small case. So one day he typed for me something in small case, and I was like, "What is wrong? Is everything okay?" Like what? And then it's like, "Goga, why? You're typing in small case." Yeah, busy but healthy. I'm glad. He's doing an amazing job there on Instagram. It's amazing the kind of things he's doing there on Instagram. Less incentive, nice to see you. Dian, thank you so much for that response. Dian is doing an amazing job. I didn't know. Can you imagine you can do an interview with two sisters, one on the chat, one on the panel, and it's just working so nicely. It's working so nicely. I want to just don't worry, guys. I'm on my like three last questions. The next thing is really on culture. So you guys have been living in the United Kingdom for nearly 3 decades. That's pretty much my entire life. Um, and I'm just trying to imagine. Last week we had a guest on the panel, Mama Ifechi, and Mama Ifechi has been living in the UK for the last 37 years. And they've been married. The husband was there, so they've been married for like 40 years. And she was trying to paint for us a picture of what how UK has really changed. Because if they imagine when they went to the UK 37 years ago, it's not the same. So I'm just trying to ask, what has been your experience in terms of culture? That balance when it comes to culture. You are from Jamaica, you land in the United Kingdom. They definitely have a certain culture that may not really be what you used to see back at home. So, how has been your experience? How's your experience living in the UK been like? That question goes to both you and Dian. And how did you navigate those challenges of you coming from Jamaica? You are used to, and I think you mentioned it earlier when I was asking the question on race. How have you navigated that balance of the warmth that is Jamaica, to the people not greeting you in the streets when you're walking in the streets of London? And that was my first shock when I ever stepped in London. And I'm from Africa. I'm very social. I'm trained to say hi to people, smile occasionally, and there are people just like nod, and they're like, "Why are you smiling at me?" And how did you navigate those, that cultural difference?
I must say, I agree with you there. That was a big culture shock for me when I moved here.
Yeah,
The fact that people just hold their heads and just go. Even now, it still affect me, and just
yeah,
go past it like they don't even see another human being.
yeah, exactly.
So it was a big culture shock, and I still can't comprehend it. Like, don't give me that plastic smile for 2 seconds. I hate it. It's not even 2 seconds. A second you go, and then what happened to your mouth? Say hello, say hi, say good morning, say good evening.
Yeah,
It's still something I struggle with here. I do, and I struggle with it daily. So that was one of the biggest culture shock, how selfish people are.
mm,
And it still hasn't changed. Still hasn't changed. You know, and that's why, yeah, it's still wanna have to live with now, and it's still
mm.
difficult to live with, because how you were raised, I don't think you don't get rid of those values, and
Yes.
you don't get rid of them. So it's it's still a part of me, and it's funny you say that, because even raising my two boys here, and my older son, it, he goes about, and they still would say hello to people on the street. Like, they don't have to know someone to say hello or good morning or
Yeah.
good evening. And he does it. So I don't know, Goga. It was one of those things that I find hard to deal with. Still find it hard to deal with today. But yeah,
Hmm.
we have to live with it and accept it. You live here, not even your neighbors. You never live in Jamaica and not
Know your
go
neighbors.
over to your neighbors and friendly with your neighbors. Neighbors are like family. Here, neighbors, hi, good morning. Not even how are you? So that's one of the biggest culture shocks. And one which I find the hardest to live with. Everything else I can live with.
Hmm.
But that one is hard to live with. And it hasn't gotten better over the years, even though I have to live with it.
Dian, I don't know that you have anything to weigh in on this. Which will now take me to the next question. How has the experience been raising your kids, especially in the UK? How have have you guys like managed to infuse those Jamaican values, especially if they were born in that space? They grow up in that space. So how do you manage to now bring in the Jamaican culture, and you train them from the moment they are young, and remind them that of home, even though they are growing in a country that may not exactly um be it may not exactly like mirror certain things that you really value as a Jamaican.
Yeah. One raising your kids is one thing.
Mm.
I believe in this saying that your children will not do what you tell them to do, but they will do what they see you do.
Ooh.
You can always tell a child to do this, do that, and they will do this and do that because you tell them.
Mm.
But they are more likely to do what they see you do when they are not around you than what you tell them to do. So, like I said, I find my boys, they easily say hello to people and they have, you know, growing up back home and maybe, in Africa too, you have a
Mm.
respect for your older folks and you grow up, you go to school, you say Miss and Mister. Here in the UK,
Yes.
kids go to school, they call their teacher Polly and Jane. In Jamaica, kids don't go to school and call their teacher Polly and Jane. So when my boys are, even now, they still see grown-ups as sir and miss.
Mm. Really
My
true.
son will never call his teacher, even in primary school, like they would always say miss and sir,
Mm.
when that's not what the culture required, to call them by their names. So I think if you raise your kids and do right by them, then they will do what they see you do and not what society teaches them and show them. I think is they will not. They are more likely to do and behave how they see their parents behave.
Mm.
And I don't think they depart from it. They don't. Even they'll go out there and there's peer pressure and whatever else. But I've not with my sons. I've not experiencing them departing from the values that I've raised them with to
Mm.
what the world is offering them out there. So I've not had and neither of my sister. Our kids are just different,
Mm.
and I don't think it's only how we raise them, but it's what they see us do. Like my sons would never just leave home, and they're grown kids. They'll never just go walk in the street because they can go walk in the street. They'll never go out without a cause, and that's how they see me live. I'll never just get up and go out because I can get up and go out. There has to be a reason.
Absolutely. Like how you.
You'd have to know, like, and my sister can say the same in the chat. Our kids are just different kids. They never go roam the street. They never go. I think we are just blessed.
I love that.
So the culture has not affected our children at all, and I'm I'm crossing my fingers here. I think we have been blessed. We haven't had much challenges raising our kids here in the culture that is here compared to what we grow up in and what we have.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Rob Albanks, nice to see Rob Albanks. Nice to see you, brother. Thank you so much for coming in. I know I saw you earlier, but thank you so much for that. All right. David Hunt says that he is saying that I remember doing that. Good morning in New York, and my friend had to remind me that I was not on the island anymore.
It is
Yeah,
sad, David. It is very
yeah,
sad.
it is sad. It is sad. Yeah. But yeah, I like how she captured that aspect very well. And I like what she mirrored. She really mirrored what my Betty was telling us exactly last week about how they had to raise their kids, and they had to like reverse it in that way that the kids become the influencers. They influence the culture change rather than being influenced by that particular culture. Getting to the tail end of my questions, guys. When do you guys like mingle with not really mingle, but do you like seek out, let's say, other Jamaican people who are there in the UK, like the community, the power of community? Do you get to like actually participate in events there by the Caribbean people in the UK, just to maintain that connection back with home, or spaces? How does that work?
Yeah, we do. More so pre-COVID. I think since COVID has happened, a lot has changed. But prior to COVID, we did get involved with the Jamaican community and the things that we do here.
Yeah.
To keep our culture alive while we're here. So yeah, we have. In the past, we have. Not so much now. Like I said, since COVID, a lot has changed, and I think people are more prone to stay inside these days more and not go out and do so much. But
All right.
we did.
Awesome. The next thing I want to know is your future travel plans. I know you people, you said you've traveled to every continent except a country in every continent. Okay, pretty much you've traveled to every continent except South America. And I know I probably have given you a question already. I have the answer already to your question, but what destinations are on your bucket list? Of course, Kenya, I know, is on your bucket list. You told me about that earlier. And why do these destinations appeal to you in your planning? Why are you thinking about them? So what are some of the destinations in your travel itinerary?
Kenya, Thailand,
Ooh.
and I'm talking about what I'm looking at in the near future, as in another year or so. The Caribbean for sure. I've not experienced the Caribbean like I should have, and I would love to. But it's one of the things, when you're from the islands, you don't explore. It's when you're not there, then you miss it and think, so close, and we don't explore and learn more about the other islands. So the Caribbean is on my list because I've not explored the Caribbean at all, even though I'm a Jamaican. And I'm not proud of that. So the Caribbean, Kenya is on my list.
Yay! Kenyans, start preparing. The Island Sisters are landing on our shows next year.
And Asia, I find Asia seems to be, uh, like I said, the people makes a country.
A country. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think when you look at places like Bali, how welcoming the people were, and then when you have conversation with other people, and they say,
Hmm.
yeah, Thailand, they're warm and welcoming too, or the Philippines, and Cambodia, or wherever, and you think, mm. And the Fiji Islands, that's on my list.
I dream of Fiji. I mean, Fiji is the one place I'm think
Yeah,
every time I keep sending those, that energy to the universe to make it happen. Fiji, I
yeah,
always say, I'm going to Fiji. I don't know when, but it's happening.
me too. The Fiji is for sure.
Yeah, Fiji.
But
Fiji will
yeah,
be amazing.
those are the ones I can see now.
Nice.
The
All
Fiji,
right.
Kenya, Thailand,
Awesome.
and the Caribbean.
Nice. Hey, before I ask my final questions, hey, Marlene Motivates is on the chat, guys. I'll be having an interview with Marlene on 16th of March. She's invited me on her platform, so I'm looking forward to that 30-minute conversation with her on motivation. So thank you so much, Marlene, for making it to the stream today. I am so honored that you considered me worthy of your amazing panel. Marlene normally hosts guests on very contemporary life issues. So for her to have reached out to me, I was like, wow, I'm honored. I'm honored. I'm looking forward. I will make it happen. And thank you so much for accommodating my time zone, because I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. All right. If you have any question for the sisters, please feel free to ask. I don't want to keep her longer here than 10 more extra minutes. So if you have any question, please feel free to drop. Have you connected to the Island Sisters? The link is pinned up there. Please connect to them. You can jump out of this live stream right now and then go connect to the Island Sisters. The live stream is also going on that side. The live stream is going on that side. We try to get them to also get some more showers while they're seated with me here. So go there, go to that live stream, jump there. You can watch the live stream from there as you are connecting to them. Japan. Johnny Small Paper is talking about Japan. Have you experienced Japan, or is that somewhere you're also considering?
Yeah, I've not been to Japan, but yeah, it's one that's on the list too.
Nice. Yeah, like we kind of have a similar list of places to be. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
We
My
should go to the Fijis together, Goga.
Let's make Fiji happen. That's for sure. I will definitely. I'm definitely looking forward to. Fiji is like one of those places. I don't know why. I don't know. It always just rings in my head. I
Me
need to go
too.
to
I've
Fiji.
been
Yeah,
looking at it for a while. Did a little
I
research and everything.
know. Yes, I'm like, Fiji is calling me. Fiji is calling me.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
when I was in when I was in Indonesia in 2018. And then I look at the map and I'm like, Australia is actually it's actually
Yeah, I
easier
think
to
it's
go to Australia.
about 3 hours, isn't it?
Yeah. And I was like, Fiji is just here. Why am I going back home when I could. I was like, and I don't even need a visa to go to Fiji. I've even checked, I've done my research.
You should have gone.
I know, but I mean, I was in yoga school, so I had a very tight, and I was young. I was on a budget. I needed to get back to work, but you know what? I will make it happen. I will make it happen. Now that we are talking about it, we will make it happen. Anyway. Going to Japan is also on my bucket list. Dian says the same. Guys, Dian Moore is the sister to Karen, and they make the Island Sisters. They make the Island Sisters team. Rob Albank says, I've been connected to them. I just haven't gotten any notifications. Yeah, they've been dropping the Bali videos. I've been watching all these Bali videos like crazy, because I'm so invested in the experience in Bali. So I've been watching them like crazy, because they're literally reminding me of a very good time I had.
So go,
Marlene say, yes, Karen.
where did you stay when you went to Bali?
I was in, of course, I stayed in, I was operating between Ubud and Denpasar. So I was staying in Denpasar, just right next to the beach. You know where the party is, like the festivals and everything, just like near the
Yeah.
beach. Yeah, I was staying in Denpasar for long, but I went to Ubud for the training, and it was beautiful. Like, Ubud is just a different vibe, and then you come to Denpasar, which is now all crazy. But yes, the Balinese people are very warm. I think I had the most amazing
They
time
are.
there.
They are the warmest set of people I've met
Yeah,
in my travels.
yeah, they are very warm. They are very warm. Like, it's one of those things. It was priceless. Like, I like what you said earlier about you never felt judged or anything. They actually treat you just like, you're just like,
Mm-hmm.
they're, yeah. It
Yes.
felt I was
They
right at
they
home.
remind me they remind me so much of our own people back home.
Yeah, absolutely. And I remember when I was in Ubud, I remember the house I was staying in. Just one random morning, the person who runs the place is like their son. The way I like how they have almost the same names. Wayan, Ketut, that kind of those
Do
kind
you
of
know? Do
names.
you know? Do you know what it actually means though? It's the firstborn, secondborn, thirdborn.
Ah, that's it. Yeah, so it was so funny. Wayan Ketut, Wayan Ketut. So Wayan brought
It
me
was
breakfast.
it was one of the when I just went there and I think you met the taxi drivers and what's your name? Wayan, yo man.
Yeah,
So why
yeah,
I became tired of it. So I think
I
maybe
know.
a couple of days after I said to one of the taxi driver, I said, why is everyone yo man and Wayan?
Yeah, because they all have like
I
the
was like,
same
do you
name
not
and
have any
stuff.
other names? Why yo man and Wayan? So
You know,
that's what he
it was
said
so
to
funny.
me.
It
That's
was
what
so
he said to
funny.
me. I think they go up to uh, the fourth born and then it starts over again. So
Ah,
it's it's
yes,
it's the number of children in the family. So
that makes sense. So
why
Wayan brought me breakfast like one morning. I didn't expect it because I was like, I was so shocked. I was like, why? Like when you don't expect that act of kindness because you are a tourist. You've planned
yeah.
your trip. I was going to have coffee around the corner. There's a nice yoga studio that used to serve coffee just around the block, and I was like, wow! It was they were the most amazing Balinese pancakes ever. And the mom came, and the last day when I was leaving, I didn't even want to leave. I felt like crying. Like the warmth was just so overwhelming.
Yeah,
Um,
they are just the
yeah,
warmest people.
absolutely.
They're just so welcoming, so warm.
Nice.
Like it's one of the only places I've gone and not felt as though I'm black. They're
I
just the
like that.
warmest and most lovely people.
Guys, go to Bali. I don't even need a visa to go to Bali. I can just take a plane and I'll land there and I'll
Oh,
just
you don't
access the
need visa.
country.
Oh yeah,
No, I don't need
you
a
just
visa to go
you
to
apply for
Bali.
the visa when you get there or online.
No, I don't even. It's on arrival, so I just provide my passport and
Oh
they
yeah, you
stamp it
can you
because
can get it on arrival.
yeah, it was on arrival. So I'll just like
Even
no
us
cost,
needed even
nothing.
us needed a visa to get there.
Oh wow! So there are
Even though
countries.
we
There's
even
some.
though we even though we have British passport, we need a visa. We had to pay for it too.
Oh wow! So Singapore, I didn't need a visa. Singapore is also like a country I can just walk in.
Yeah, we
Um,
didn't need a visa for Singapore, but
yeah.
we needed a visa for Bali.
Yeah. Anyway, good to know. Wow, the UK needs visas to access Bali and Kenyans don't. This is nice. Johnny Smallpaper is asking us to actually access, find a way to find ourselves in Japan. It's stunning. And then Mama Fisher is inviting me to the United States. Guys, I'm coming to the States. Don't worry. The day I come to the United States, it will be a global event. I must meet Johnny Smallpaper. I must meet Sheena. I must meet all these people that I talked to on the chat. I don't know how I'll make sure it's a month long trip. I'll make sure it's a month long trip so that I have enough time to come and meet everybody. It will be a state visit. The day I come to the United States is going to be a
You said
state
to Goga,
visit.
they would have to lay out the red carpet for you.
Red carpet complete with the what do you call that thing? The one where I see the king walking and inspecting the army guys, those things. That one with guns and everything. And you'll have to get me a 21 gun salute. I told you we were discussing this on Friday that you never know who is watching. Barack, I know you're watching. Hi Michelle. I mean, they may be watching me right now, so I'm just trying to say I'm coming to the States. So prepare, prepare for this global event. I need a 21 gun salute. Anyway, moving on swiftly. Okay, Jamaica. Of course, I will pass through Jamaica first. Jamaicans are going to start causing drama on the chat. But Goga, you said you're coming to Jamaica first. No, I'll pass through Jamaica and then I come to the States. Let me just be politically correct there.
You'll pass through Jamaica. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, I'll pass through Jamaica because I have to pass by Portland and say hi to Amazing MNG. And then I can, and then I can get to the States.
Pass by Portland. You have to stop in Portland. You have to stay in Portland.
Oh my goodness! You see, I'm already been welcomed. I have my people. The day I come to the States, we are talking about it after this. We'll talk about it. We start planning that trip. Jamaica, the state, that tour. That's going to be a world tour for sure. This question is going to be open to Dian. Dian, you can also weigh in on this, and I actually want your answer on this. How do you guys envision your travel adventures, evolving in the future? Are there like beyond the channel, beyond you documenting these amazing trips like you just did for us, Bali, on your YouTube channel? How do you guys envision your travel adventures, evolving? Like, because every time you travel, you get to learn something new about a place you've never been. And, it kind of adds into your life experiences. So how do you see this evolving? And are the kids getting this travel bag as well? I know you said you've traveled with them before, you've exposed them to that, you've given them that exposure. Are they catching the travel bag as well in their own little way?
Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah. Like I said, like my oldest son, his birthday last year, he just said to me, "Mom, I'm going to Brazil."
Oh,
and he packed his suitcase and he went alone.
Yeah.
He went to Brazil for what, 10 days? All alone. Just to celebrate him. It was his birthday, and I think took his time off work and he went to Brazil.
Awesome. Good stuff.
So while we live I'm not saying we shouldn't plan, but I'm one of those persons who go with the flow of life. While we still depend on guidance from our Creator, but I like to go with the flow.
Sorry, it's Marlon. No, it's Marlon. It's Marlon distracting me. Marlon is like asking me, Goga, why are you keeping the guests very long? Will you have enough time for gossip and receipts? They are part of gossip and receipts. So you have to. Karen is just posh on the panel here and everything. She's always part of the receipts on the chat. I'm even shocked how soft spoken she is. She's always drama on the chat. Yeah. So, and my final question then will be, and I like what you said about the kids also taking up the travel thing.
They do. Our kids, they go on cousins holiday together.
Yeah.
Like I said, when it comes to family and children, they do what they see you do. I strongly believe that. Not so much what you tell them to do. Like last year, our kids, they all planned a cousin holiday in the summer, and they went to Portugal. And they did it all by themselves. And that's how many of them? 6, 7, 8. They just get themselves together, find their accommodation, get their tickets, and they go. And I'm talking they're in their early 20s, late teens. Yeah, and mid 20s, and they do.
Awesome. All right. Motif Travel, thank you so much. Motif the Traveler. There are so many travelers on this live stream today. I am so impressed. I like how that community is just.
Life is simple, Goga. What else do you live for?
I love it.
What else do you live for? I mean, I was disappointed when I go to Bali the other day and I couldn't get beautiful food to eat. I'm a foodie. I love food. And it's one of the things I travel for. I travel for food. And I love when a country has good cuisine and good food. Unfortunately, that wasn't in Bali because when I went there, never to have Western food. Yeah, you find the pizza and the this and the that because there's so much European there. You
Yeah,
want to, experience and eat the cuisine of the country. And Bali was disappointing. I wish they had more beautiful cuisine because I
I
travel for
know.
food as well.
Yeah, I struggled
I
with it.
remember
I
one night
struggle.
we went to a night food market
Yeah,
and there are a lot of food stalls and it was nighttime. A lot of food stalls and the babi guling and all of that stuff and everything. So we went to eat and enjoy, but it was a little bit disappointing. A lot of food, but they're not in they're not interesting and yummy.
that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. I
So
struggled with it as well. Yeah, it
yeah, I
was.
do travel for food. I love my food. I'm a Jamaican. We love food.
I guess that's why Diane was saying the Bali KFC didn't disappoint. I get now where that
Oh,
was coming from.
they have the best KFC.
Yeah, I like
The
that.
best. I
Ah,
mean, even I'm a Jamaican and I'm saying Balinese KFC is better than Jamaican KFC.
where is Gino when I need her? Anyway, I will ask
Yeah,
that question.
yeah, their KFC was amazing. Mm-hmm.
All right. Diane, any response here? Any response on this one, Diane? Before I release your sister. Any way, anything you have to weigh in? Anybody who has any question? Rob Albanks is asking Karen that they are planning to. I think Rob is talking about him and the wife that they are planning to visit Jamaica, but he's saying that they've been told it's not safe. What will you say to this? If this is stopping somebody from traveling, what will you advise?
Where is who did you say? Rob Banks?
Rob Albanks, yes, Rob Albanks is watching us from your side. They are on your chat. But
Where are
Mar,
they?
but Mar, but
Where are they in
Malo,
the States?
yes, he's in the states. He's in the states.
And I will tell him that Jamaica is safer than the US. Why is all this propaganda about Jamaica is not safe? Jamaica is not
Well,
safe. I think it's just a propaganda from America and the rest of the world. Why do you all keep going? Jamaica is safer than the United States of America. I'm going to say it.
no comment.
Jamaica is safer than the US. Why do they keep saying Jamaica is not safe?
Rob, pack your bags. Come to Jamaica.
Yes, Rob. Jamaica is safer than the US. I'm sorry, but America and the rest of them need to stop it. They really need to stop it. Because Jamaica is actually safer than the United States of America.
But the mother and daughter do is like, whoa, that's such a bold
Yeah, I'm going to
statement.
say it. It's a bold statement, but they need to stop it. It's propaganda. It's a propaganda warfare.
Anyway, Sheena says, I'm going to say, I feel safe in the United States.
And I'm sure
And then, yeah,
the
and then,
Jamaicans feel safe in Jamaica too. And
and then
tourists feel safe in Jamaica.
Brenda's Jewels for Life says, Brenda's Jewels for Life. I met Brenda through Sheena. She says, I had a Jamaican friend who said the exact same thing. Jamaica is safe. So
Jamaica is safe. They need to stop spreading this propaganda. I don't like it.
So Rob, tell the missus that you are ready. Plan, and then Jamaica for you guys, it's like how long? It's basically you guys are basically like almost in this. You are in the same time zone. I guess they are your neighbors. So do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it. And I think how will you know unless you experience? How will you know unless you experience? So I'm glad. Okay, but Rob, you kind of convinced Rob. So Rob is actually saying that I'm glad you said this. I think now Rob is going to get that travel
Yes,
planning
Jamaica
going
is
on.
safe, and Jamaica is the most beautiful country on earth.
Okay, Karen. We had you the first time. It's okay. We got it. We got the point. You don't need to. Have you been paid by the Jamaican?
No. You know what?
This is not. This is not. This is not a sponsored, guys. This is not a sponsored live stream.
I'll say this to say, Goga. All right. We were in Bali the other day, and we
Yeah.
visit a couple beaches, and they were even the waterfalls. They were so dirty. I was like, where in Jamaica do you go to a waterfalls? And it's like they can't even see the water. It's just
Yeah.
green and gunge. And I think it makes me, even though I love the country and the people, but it makes me appreciate my country even more. We have paradise in Jamaica, and we don't know. I
Yes.
went
They,
to I
in
went
fact,
I went to Padang Padang Beach,
yeah.
infamous Padang Padang, where the movie Eat Pray Love was filmed. And when I went there and saw the garbage and the dirt and I was disappointed. Like, and I had to pay to go use them beaches. I had to pay, and you can't clean it up.
Facts. Facts.
So no, Jamaica is gem, and Jamaica
I,
is safe. So I'm sorry for those who want to say Jamaica is not safe. Jamaica is safer than the States. I'm not taking that one back, and I'm not
thank
even apologizing to the Americans here either, because Jamaica is safer than the States.
Okay, so the final thing is I'm giving you a chance to promote the Island Sisters TV as you give your final remarks, so that we don't breach the 2 hour mark. We just hit 2 hours. So please, I'm going to put you on a solo layout. Sell yourself. Make your make your channel look like a country. Tell us, sell it for us so that we can come and visit as well. We make it a travel destination, and you can also give any final tips you have for somebody who is listening and they're just trying to catch the travel bug, and then we can release you. So I'll put you on solo layout for this. Take it away. But I'm here. You can hear my voice, so I'm still in the background.
Okay, sir. Okay, first and foremost, thanks to everyone who have taken time out of their Sunday morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time is it where you are, to be with
Yeah.
us here for the last 2 hours thereabouts. Well, Goga take me out this evening. I don't do live streams, but yeah, nonetheless, it was lovely being here. And as I said earlier in our little conversation, our
Yeah.
channel is just myself and my sister trying to make the most of our adult life post grown up kids, and just to do things for ourselves, and that does include traveling and adventures, because we do enjoy that sort of thing, and initially when we started traveling and documenting our travels, it was just for ourselves, for personal reasons, but then we decided to share it on YouTube. It was always on YouTube, but we decided to make them public and decide to share it, with the hope that we probably will inspire other people to just get up and go and see this beautiful world, explore this world that we are only here for a short while, and we shouldn't felt as though we need to be stationary, be in the same place all the time. Go out and create memories. It's the only thing that will take to us when we go to our graves. We'll take nothing else. Here's my friend Marla saying that she has been on canal boat trip, visited Spain and Malta and Portugal. Yeah. So Marla is a family friend, and I travel with Marla too. We even done a solo trip. No, not solo trip. We done a girls trip to Malta. So I travel with my friends. I travel with family, because I think we all should do. If you don't do it now, when are you going to do it?
I
I
love
can't do
that.
it when I'm 70, 80, 60. And I would encourage someone who is sitting there thinking, maybe I should get up and do it. Just get up and go. You know, we are free spirited. I'm free spirited. My sister is. And I don't like to be in the same place all the time. That doesn't make life for me. I think that's boring. So, yeah, go out there, travel, eat food, and live. That's what we do. Travel, enjoy food, enjoy different cultures, cuisine, meet new people. It's life. We're one people on this planet, and we should live, love, and embrace each other.
Absolutely. I
There's
love
nothing
that.
else to this life. We're only here for a short while. So if you don't do it now, when? So I hope
Nice.
my sister journey and my journey that we're sharing with you will inspire you to just pack your bags and go somewhere. Doesn't have to be on an aeroplane. You can have a staycation in your own country.
Mm.
It's beautiful just the same. But yeah, it's just to encourage someone to live. You know, don't fall for the trap of this world that tell you to just get up, work, raise family, sit down and wait for your pension, and then you die before you even get your pension. Like, don't let nobody tell you to retire at 70 and 71. As soon as your children grow up and you don't have that responsibility where they are so dependent, retire. Don't wait until you're old because you might never be old. Yeah, so, and that's just how me and my sister view life.
Thank you
And
so much.
we're blessed to be in the position too. I mean, I don't think we should sit and say, oh, I don't have the money for travel, or I have to put this aside and do this and do that. I don't think it's right. Live every day like it's your last. Live and do the things that you aspire to do or you would like to do. Don't put them off until tomorrow.
Mm. Awesome.
So yeah,
I think
that's
that so guys, that's a great place to to I think reflect, and I hope you've gotten the travel bag that you need to catch. If you want to like learn more about the Island Sisters, please go to their channel. I've pinned it on the top of the chat. You'll see amazing things. These people live their life. They live like their life. They live their life just as she said. Like life is life is there to live. And I like what the mother and daughter duo says, that it will be a shame to leave this world and not see any of it. And they definitely
exactly.
yeah,
What's the
they
point of
definitely
being here?
yeah, they definitely explore, and they get to have a good time there. I like what Rob Albanks, I see AA Gardening is offering to be your tour guide when you guys come to Jamaica, so grab that opportunity. That's a connection right there. You already got a tour guide to help you around Jamaica, so you don't need to worry about your safety anymore. So and AA Garden is serious. AA Home Gardening is serious. So go, Rob, that is a collaboration
Hello,
right there.
AA. AA Home
Yeah,
Gardening
connect.
is
Yeah.
a true Jamaican too.
Yeah, so connect and
And
get that
guys, you should
connection.
check out her channel, AA Home Gardening. She
Yeah.
has a tropical island here in the UK, my Jamaican
Ooh.
sister. She
Ooh.
plants everything that grows in Jamaica in the UK.
Wow.
She
Okay.
has everything. She does gardening. I don't know how she does it, but she has everything that is grown in a tropical island growing here in the UK. I
Interesting.
tell her
Interesting.
she needs to be the CEO of the Eden Project. You know, in the UK here, there's this big dome. It's on our channel, the Eden Project. It's like that tropical rainforest
Hmm.
that they have here in the UK in Cornwall, where they grow tropical island foods and fruits in a big dome. But Hey Home Gardening doesn't have a big dome. She has maybe some greenhouses. But I look at her sugar cane compared to sugar cane I tried in the dome. It's nothing like it. She grows everything from Jamaica here in the UK. I don't know how she does it.
Interesting. And that's a great conversation to the gardeners in the house. So people are into this. We may want to actually, you know, get that experience and perspective so that we can also learn from, you know, from her. Thank you so much, Karen, for making time for this. This was fun. I think it was, I'm glad it happened. And thank you so much, Diane. Diane, thank you so much on the chat. Diane just said that, you know, I think we've captured everything and she appreciates the warm welcoming in the house. And, you know, I'm more than happy that you guys were able to finally make it to the platform and share with us your travel adventures. You're always welcome here, but thank you so much for also just sharing that part of your life with us. And, you know, it's nice at least to, you know, to see this other side of the Island Sisters and to understand why they do what they do. So, guys, if you don't have the Island Sisters, more Bali videos are still dropping. There was a video that dropped today. It's only 9 minutes. You will love that video. Me, I watched, I think I started watching it, but the one I watched last was the one that was dropped on Friday. That was the most beautiful video I've ever seen, where they immersed themselves within the culture with the Balinese people, and you know, with the Indonesian people there where they were, and it was just amazing how, you know, it's how they're interacting with the, you know, with the fishermen. It's how they're being part of the, you know, the process when it comes to the cooking and everything. The mingling with the family there. It was just out of this world. So thank you so much for sharing with us that part of your, you know, like when you watch it on video, it's a different thing, but when you are in the experience, you are living. Life is
You're
happening,
living
right?
when you're, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. When you're
yeah,
in it, you're living it. And
you are
there's
living it.
Marlon making a very good point there. I don't blame you, Marlon. That's how I view life. If not now,
Absolutely.
when? Can't wait until you're in a wheelchair. I mean, flying from the
Absolutely.
UK to Indonesia was over 20 hours to Bali. And I think I wouldn't want to be flying for 20 hours when I'm 60 and 70.
I know.
No, like, so if not now, when? You know, and if I can encourage someone to just get up and do life. Life
Yeah,
is not what the Babylon system said it should be. You know,
absolutely.
get up and do life. Create the
I love that.
experiences now and live them. And that's
And you are
that's what
told
we
you,
try to do on our channel.
I like that. And I like what she said that in her closing, you don't need to take a plane. You can take a staycation and, you know, go somewhere even within
Hmm.
your locality. I think that was a very good point. That was a very beautiful point that you can do. You can, there's a question here. You can leave. This is actually not a question. It's a rhetorical question that everybody needs to just have and reflect on it. You can leave or you can exist. Which one are you doing?
Amen. Amen. The mother and daughter.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, so thank you so much, Karen and Dian, for spending, you know, your afternoon just for us to, or think a better part of your evening, just for us to, you know, to do this. I really appreciate your time. I appreciate, you know, you know, you being patient with technology. You know, sometimes doing these live streams, you take a lot of time setting these things up. I really appreciate the time that you spared with us to come for the Sunday service. So thank you so much. I will now release you. You're definitely
You're
free to leave at
welcome,
any
and
point.
thanks for having us.
You're most welcome. I don't know. I can end your live stream for you because at this point you are leaving so that you don't have to have any part of my content on it after this. So I can end the live stream for you. I'll just put you to say bye and then I will end it for you right away. So just say bye now real quick and then when you drop, I will just end it so that you say bye to your people.
Okay, lovely people. Thank you all for supporting the live stream this evening. I was trying to keep my eye on the chat on another device.
Yeah.
So thanks to all those who take the time out to connect with us. We will definitely be looking into the connections, returning the favors, and supporting each other. I mean, I appreciate the love that we got here this evening. And it was lovely. Lovely to just hang out with Goga and everyone in the live stream.
Thank you so much.
And yeah, let's stay connected.
All right. So guys, that is the Island Sisters. Please jump there and connect with them. I'm going to end the live stream on the other side. As Karen drops off the panel, everyone is saying I enjoyed the conversation and the boldness. Thank you so much. I love that. And Brenda, Brenda, thank you so much for that beautiful statement. Rebecca Mle Prince, welcome. Rebecca, you're coming for the church service late. You are coming for receipts when the guest is leaving. Rebecca is also in the UK. Rebecca, you need to connect to the Island Sisters because you guys may cross paths. She's originally from Congo, but she lives in the UK. So, but she's my amazing sister from Congo here in Africa, but she lives in the UK. So you guys may end up crossing paths there, and it's and that's what we want, those collaborations and those connections away from home. So let's do that, Rebecca Mle Prince. Karen, feel free to drop off anytime. I will just put myself on solo layout, and then I can end the stream on your side. But thank you so much for your time, and you're most welcome. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. And why did you wear a green shirt?
I have no idea. Somebody actually said like we were matching, and I noticed you're in green. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. It's a coincidence. I don't know. I just wore green today.
I noticed it earlier and forget to ask why. Why did you choose green?
No, it was Priscilla. Priscilla is on the chat. Priscilla actually came back eventually. The one people said that you guys resemble. Priscilla came and was like, why are you guys dressed in green? And I was like, I didn't even realize until Priscilla said it.
I noticed it early and I was like, why is Goga wearing the same shade green? That is interesting.
Very interesting. But it means we were aligned. We didn't even compare notes. We didn't even see each other before the live stream. So you couldn't say that I went and decided to wear green as well. We didn't even guys, we didn't even plan this. It's amazing that we are all wearing green. But it was meant to happen. I'm glad you wore green. I wore green. Here we are.
I wore green to represent. Black, gold, and green.
I love it. I wore green because I was like, it's been a while since I wore this green, and I wanted some green. I wanted some earth colors. I wanted some earth colors on the live stream. That's why I wore green. It's a shame. It's when you wear green, it messes up with my green screen. So.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. But story for another day. Thank you so much, Karen. Thank you so much, Dian. Guys, if you don't have the Island Sisters, they're going to linger around the chat for a bit so that you guys can connect to them.
I'll just jump in the chat.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You have a lovely one and take care of yourself.
Yeah, I'll jump in the chat now.
Awesome. All right, guys, and the Island Sisters is out of the building. If you are watching from the Island Sisters side, I'm going to end that live stream from their side. You can jump and come to my live stream. I'm still on here. So I'm just going to end that live stream on that side.